I'm with Fadi Ghattas, who is responsible for the Helen Keller School here in Jerusalem. Now, Fadi, what is the Helen Keller School?
Hi, Paul, and you are most welcome to our school, Helen Keller School in Jerusalem. So, Helen Keller School, it was established in the year 1954 by Mary Lovell and with the support of the American activist Helen Keller. And now the school belongs to the custody of the Holy Land and the Franciscans. Our main goal is to work with our students who face many difficulties, especially blind and visually impaired students. And also we have students with syndromes and learning difficulties.
Now, you say it was started in 1954. Why was it started?
So, as I said, it was started in the year 1954, and the school was with the Lutherans first. We can say that it was established in order to give hope to people and students with difficulties, especially for blind and visually impaired students. And now the Franciscans is owning and supporting Helen Keller School in order to give light and hope to our students and to help them in their coming future.
How many children do you have here and what ages do you have?
So we have 33 students and 4 classes. The ages of students between 10 and 19 years old.
Who was Helen Keller?
She's an American author and disability rights advocate, political activist and lecturer. We can say that she was born in Alabama. Also, she lost her sight and hearing after an illness at the age of 19 months. She was from the first supporter to Helen Keller School.
Wow. So she was quite active even though she was disabled.
Yeah, she was very active and she's very famous, and there are many organizations in the world, they have the same name, Helen Keller.
Did she ever visit the Holy Land and did she ever visit the school?
You know, Paul, we don't have a lot of information, but I asked the teachers who worked here from long time, and they said that she visited the Holy Land and our school, and I guess in the 50s.
And now, is it just blind children that you have here, or do you have other disabilities as well?
We also have students with syndromes and many learning difficulties.
Is this school just like any other school?
Sure, it has many common things with other schools, but it's also different because the students have many difficulties, and that's need to be different in teaching and the service that we give. For example, we teach by using Braille, and we have physiotherapy sessions.
Is it easy to learn Braille?
I think it's not easy, but it's not difficult. For our students, they are very, very good students, and now they practice the Braille in every day. But not all of the students, they use the Braille because some students, they can see, and some students, they are blind. So the blind students, they use the Braille, and the others, because they have different syndromes and different problems. So, but all of them, they have a little bit of losing the sight to be accepted in Helen Keller School. But we have many students that they lost all their sight.
Is Braille one common language around the world, or is it different in different languages?
You know, because here they study Braille, it's Arabic. So when they write Braille, they write the Arabic one.
What projects do you do with the children here?
We have a lot of projects. Every year we have, for example, projects to collect olives and how to make many kinds of food like manaish, jam, juices, etc. And we participated in many markets to sell our products for charity activities. Also, we have activities to visit, for example, ill people in hospitals and other things.
Do they enjoy making all the foods?
Yes, they enjoy making food, especially that in our school we have a big garden and we have a lot of olive trees, apple trees, so we can collect, for example, the olive, make pickles, and also having olive oil. So we have many things to do with our garden because it's a big one, and that create a lot of things and ideas to let the students make it in our school.
Probably the most important question is, do they enjoy eating the food?
Yeah, sure, it's part of the activity to eat the food, so at the end, we will eat it.
Yeah. Now, is disability a neglected area in society?
I think in Jerusalem in general, there are a good care for disabled people. And in our school, we work in a very good way to give the best service for our students.
Do the teachers go through a lot of training?
Yeah, usually we have trainings, and in the summer and all months, there are a lot of activities and there are a lot of trainings to take to improve and to develop their skills.
Is it important to get parents involved with a disabled child?
You know, we work here both with parents and students in order for parents to accept the case of their children and to help them reaching the goals to improve their academic and personal skills and to help the students to be a very useful members in the society. And from here, I can say that we have a community service program also for the students in our school. And you know how much is useful for the children to make something for the community.
Do many parents find it difficult to accept a child that's disabled?
There are many cases we faced like this, but after working with our school and after talking with them, we change a lot of stereotypes in their minds, and now the situation it's better and better.
How important is the school to the disabled community?
The school is important for them where we can work on many domains. First, we work with parents to accept their children who are visually impaired. Also work preschool preparation. We work on daily living skills to sensory development and motor skills development. Moreover, we work on academic field. We lay the ground for building the basics of academic learning. Also, we have curricular and self-confidence activities.
So this is a very important place for a disabled child to be.
Yes, very much.
How has the virus affected the school? Has that been a very difficult time, particularly for people of disability and being blind as well?
It was difficult for all people, and also it was difficult for our school. At the beginning, it was, as I said, very difficult. The students were locked in their homes. They lost the physical contact with their classmates and teachers. But that didn't last for a long time because we started teaching through online platforms. And we were the first pioneers to use the online platforms. Later, they returned to school because they excluded the special education schools from the lockdown.
Now, is the school setting them up for a positive future?
Through our academic system and extracurricular activities, we are preparing the students to face the real life after school.
Now, Helen Keller, of course, she was blind and deaf, and she'd done many great things so blind people can go and have great success. And are you bringing that dignity into their lives?
You know, the most important thing for humans is dignity. And when we prepare students with good education and skills, sure, they will live in dignity.
Is this one big family here?
Here, really, we are a family, the students and the teachers, and we have many activities together. Also, the great thing that all people in our school love and support each other.
Do many students come back after many years to come and visit the school?
You know, Paul, we had just one group graduated in the year 2020, and this year we will have another group. Also, there was another groups in the past, and they visited us also. I can say that usually our graduated students visiting us.
Have you got any stories of the students?
Here, every day we have stories. These stories are stories of hope and success. We will make a tour in the school, and you will see our students how much they have hope despite all difficulties they have in their lives.
Why do you do what you do?
You know, Father Fadi Ghattas appointed me as responsible for that school 2 weeks ago, and really I'm so happy to be in such a great school as Helen Keller that started working with disabilities and difficulties from the 50s. Really, it's a great opportunity for me to work with Helen Keller staff and students, and I hope I can make differences and improvements.
Are you making a difference in the community?
You know, we are planting good plants, and sure, our work is creating differences and positive aspects, especially that we work with people that already need the help.
What's your prayer for the students here?
We pray to God and we work to lead our students to the good future where they will be successful.
What's your website and Facebook page for people who'd like to know more about your work?
You know, we have a Facebook page which is Helen Keller School, Jerusalem. They can add that page on Facebook and follow our news and our activities on Facebook. And we are ready for any projects, common projects with other organizations in order to improve the skills of our students and staff.
Okay, Fadi, thank you much.
Thank you, Paul.